Well, folks, I kind of missed this one on Friday. Now, Cosmos Holdings did a 25 to 1 reverse split, which means for every 25 shares you have, they give you one. So, naturally, this penny stock went up to, I think it was pinged around 825 or something like that per share, or 852, I can't remember. Okay, so when it started the day on Friday, it ramped up, and I didn't catch it here when it was like $3. Okay, I didn't really start to notice it until it actually hit around six. Oh, I think it was 608, right there. And I said, no, this thing's not going to go up anymore. And then it went up to 8, and then I was like, okay. When it hit about there, 839, I believe, I thought about getting in, and so I kind of ignored it, said it's just going to be, a pump and dump. But the thing is that it kind of did. But I was thinking, buy 1,000 shares for about $3. I would have gone in at $3,000 for 1,000 shares. And then this thing kept running all the way up to like $23 a share. Right? So if I had actually bought 1,000 shares, I would have been able to dump this thing at that peak, which I didn't expect to go this high. I think maybe 16 or 17 was the highest I ever thought it was going to go after it jumped over $8. But the thing is I hesitated. FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And I didn't want any FOMO, which is FOM, FOMO, fear of missing out. So I didn't get in at 6. I didn't get in at 8. And I'm regretting it now because even if I got in at 6 and spent 6,000 on 1,000 shares, I would have come out of this thing at 23,000 and made myself a cool $17,000. But I should have paid attention to what was happening here when this thing started to go, because it was at $3. So here's one thing you need to know. If you're going to sit there and have FUD or FOMO, fear, uncertainty, doubt, FUD, or FOMO, FOMO, fear of missing out, you need to think about not going big and swinging for the fences. I could have just bought 100 shares for $3 a share or $6 a share and see how this thing would have worked out. I should, even at $800, which is 100 shares at $8, I still would have made out like a bandit. I would have returned $1,500 on that if I bought in at $8 a share. I would have made a lot more if I bought in at 6 when I finally noticed it. So here's the thing, folks. When you don't have to swing for the fences, I could have just bought like 100 shares instead of 1,000 shares and took the risk on this day trade, which is what this would have been for me. It wouldn't be a swing trade or a long-term hold or anything else like that. So after hours, you could see it started to drop. And that's when I saw that. I was like, oh, yep, I expect that. And then there's a few fools that bought in at 21.41. And then what does it do? It goes all the way down to like $8 a share. Down to 12. Then it ramps down again during after hours. 8.80, blah, 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 blah. Down to 7.15. Now, would I buy this share on Monday? No. You know why I'm not going to buy this share on Monday? This Cosmos Holding, COSM. I'm not going to buy it because I expect it to go down to $3 or $4 a share. If it bounces down that low, that's maybe when I'll consider it. But not right now. But I really missed that action on this one on Friday, and I'm really kicking myself in the teeth because if I'd paid attention, I would have made myself a cool 20 grand. But did I? No. I missed out on another trade that would have paid a lot less with Mullen, M-U-L-N. But there's always a price action on there. I could have made 8 cents a share on that, but it's a penny stock. So if you buy 1,000 shares, you come out with what, $80? Something. Take profits in increments. If you buy something, say you bought this at like $6, okay, and it goes up to $8. If you bought 1,000 shares, start taking out 100 to 200 shares at a time in profit. Start incrementing yourself into the profit margin instead of being on the other side of the waterfall. Now, this is just for entertainment purposes only. Nothing I say here is financial advice. I'm not a fiduciary. And what I'm just telling you what I would have done, but I didn't do it. So, Cosmos Holdings, Inc. was a fail for me on Friday. I had an opportunity to make a whole lot of money in one day of $20,000 profit, and I did not go for it. So I'll let FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and FOMO, fear of missing out, hold me back. And that's a fail. So if you ain't going to go for swing for the fences, which I don't think I would like to do much anymore, I probably should have just bought 100 shares and made myself a nice little paycheck for the day, and I didn't. Anyways, look for these things. Watch them. Now, there's one site I do watch. It's called Trader TV, and yes, that's also on here. Let me go find that for you. Here we go. I want you all to see this channel, okay? That live trading by Trader TV. Okay, now listen. They are very transparent and show you what they're doing personally in their entire firm. They're absolutely fantastic. They explain what they're doing, how they're doing it, whether they're scalping, they're going long, they're going short, whether they're doing options, puts, and calls. You might want to pay attention to them during the day because they're a pretty valuable resource, and they shout out this stuff, and they shout it out and like, oh, it's at $6 right now for COSM, COSM, and I didn't jump on the bandwagon. I had a little bit of FUD. Guess what though? I missed out on a great trade. If I had been paying attention on Friday, I could have just bought 1,000 shares, which is not a lot of money, $3 a share. I could have walked out the door with $20,000 in profit. Just saying. Don't let FUD and FOMO get you. Bite you in the butt every time, but don't go big and swing for the fences. I don't anymore. And guess what? Yeah, I won a lot on AMC last year, but I also realized the apes are going to get screwed, so I bailed out in November, cashed out over $35 plus a share. That made my day for that year. But don't let it get you now, because I could have made a lot of money yesterday just buying 1,000 shares at $3 for COSM. And you know what? There's a lot of charlatans out there that do stock, and I don't trust them. I think they're just full of it, and they act like clowns. But these guys over here at Trader TV, live trading by Trader TV Live, these guys are real. Okay, so I watch them quite a bit. I know I have a little video and stuff like that, and blah 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 blah. And I do a little bit of investing myself. I rarely do options because you're really gambling then, rolling the dice for a week or two, and you got to buy 100 shares of this and 100 shares of that just to have one, covered call or one put. Why? Why don't you just scalp? Just go ahead and hit something when it dips, and then get out when it goes up, and take your 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 cents. In this case, it would have been $20 a share. Out the door, you're done. That's depending on whether you have the liquidity of cash or you're on margin. If you're on margin, you are on rocks because you can't afford to lose it. So that was the trade of the Friday that I missed, and I'm so pissed. But guess what? Monday's a new day, another opportunity. Something's going to happen. You really have to pay attention. And these guys have a chart and show you what they're doing right away. So I think you should probably go over there and check their channel out. And I'll leave the link in the descriptions for this channel in the description box so that you know where to go. Thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. Thumbs up, like. Thank you very much.